Imagine being hunted by people you've never met. Imagine someone wanting you dead so badly that they're willing to kill complete strangers just because they look like you. And now imagine trying to solve that mystery while carrying a secret that could change everything. Because the detective investigating this case isn't just a detective. He's an alien. And what happens in this episode changes everything. Today, we're breaking down Sugar Season 2, Episode 2, Downer Town, one of the most intense episodes of the series so far. The episode begins with John Sugar reflecting on Los Angeles. According to him, LA is an immigrant city, a city built by people who came from somewhere else, people searching for a better life, people trying to belong. And as Sugar says these words, there's a deeper meaning hidden underneath them. Because John Sugar himself is an immigrant. Not metaphorically, literally. He's an extraterrestrial being living secretly among humans. Someone who came from another world and has spent years trying to understand this one. But Los Angeles can also be a cruel city, and the show wastes no time proving it. As Sugar talks about the city, we suddenly see a shocking scene unfold. A young man is walking down the street. Out of nowhere, another man approaches from behind. A gun appears. A shot rings out, and the young man collapses, dead. Just like that. At first, this murder seems completely unrelated to the story, just another random act of violence. But as we'll soon discover, this killing is connected to everything. After the opening credits, the mood shifts dramatically. Beautiful images of outer space fill the screen, while Nat King Cole's classic song Stardust plays softly in the background. The contrast is striking. The violence of Earth, the beauty of the stars. And somewhere between those two worlds exists John Sugar. We then find him swimming laps in a pool, trying to clear his mind, trying to stay focused. But the truth is that Sugar is more alone than ever. At the end of Season 1, most of his alien allies were forced to leave Earth after their existence was exposed. Now he's living out of a hotel, separated from his people, separated from his family, and carrying the burden of secrets nobody around him can understand. Waiting for him beside the pool is Val, the young woman who stole his car in the previous episode, or at least tried to. Since then, she's become something of an unexpected ally. After fixing up his vehicle, she chats with Sugar, and then something surprising happens. Sugar offers her a job, a real job, working with him. Val seems interested, but she's also cautious. People don't usually give second chances to someone with her history, so she tells him she'll think about it. For Sugar, though, this moment is about more than hiring an assistant. He's trying to rebuild something he lost. Connection, community, a team. Because loneliness is becoming one of the biggest themes of this season. And nowhere is that loneliness more obvious than in the next scene. Sugar heads to a boxing gym where Danny Moon is training. Danny is the boxer who hired him to find his missing brother, G, the same G who disappeared after stealing drugs from a hospital. Inside the locker room, Sugar updates him on the investigation. The news isn't good. Danny struggles to believe what he's hearing. His brother wasn't always like this. At least that's what he keeps telling himself. He asks Sugar whether the police are looking for G. Sugar doesn't think so, but that doesn't make the situation any less dangerous, because there are clearly other people searching for him, people who don't want to help. People who want him dead. And while Danny tries to stay focused on his boxing career, it's obvious that his brother's disappearance is tearing him apart. His coach encourages him to keep his head in the game, to stay focused on the future. But Danny's mind is somewhere else, and that distraction may end up costing him dearly. Meanwhile, Sugar follows a lead from an old friend, a medical examiner named Tom Flyberg. Tom believes there might be answers waiting at the morgue. It's not exactly where anyone wants to look for a missing person, but Sugar has learned that sometimes the dead tell stories the living cannot. As he enters the morgue, Sugar reflects on death. Everything ends eventually. Everything dies. And secretly, he's terrified that G might be one of those endings. Moments later, a body is wheeled into the room. A young Asian man. For a brief second, Sugar fears the worst. But then he realizes, it's not G. The body belongs to the man we saw murdered at the beginning of the episode. A recent immigrant. Someone whose life was cut short for reasons nobody understands. At least not yet. Sugar's compassion immediately shows. He gives Tom a phone card and asks him to contact the victim's parents. It's a small gesture, but moments like these reveal who Sugar truly is. Unlike most detectives, he never stops seeing the human side of tragedy.
even when the victims are strangers. But what happens next changes everything. Tom takes Sugar to another body, the shooter's body, because after killing the innocent man, the gunman was killed by police. Now both men are dead, and the mystery has only gotten deeper. The shooter appears to have connections to a gang called Easy 4. According to Tom, gang members sometimes kill civilians by mistake. Sometimes it's initiation, sometimes it's bad information. But when they examine the shooter's phone, they discover something shocking. A photograph of T. Moon. Suddenly everything makes sense. The dead immigrant wasn't the target. G was. Someone wanted G dead. Someone was hunting him, and an innocent man paid the price. But why? What did G see? What did he discover? And who wants him silenced? Those questions lead Sugar back to the hospital, back to the place where this entire mystery began. And what he discovers there will reveal that G's disappearance is far more dangerous than anyone imagined. But that's where the story takes an even darker turn.
Sugar returns to the hospital to investigate the photo found on the dead gang member's phone. With the help of security guard Blaine, he reviews surveillance footage and notices something strange. After stealing the drugs, G didn't leave immediately. Instead, he spent nearly 10 extra minutes inside the building. Digging deeper, Sugar discovers that G made a stop on the mysterious 5th floor. Whatever happened there clearly terrified him. Retracing G's movements, Sugar finds a hospital room connected to a young man named Jesus Jaquez, who recently died. Inside the room, Sugar spots the same sticker residue visible in the photo found on the gang member's phone, proving that G had been there. But there's another discovery. Security footage reveals a mysterious man entering the area while deliberately avoiding the cameras. Someone is hiding something. Meanwhile, Danny's life begins falling apart. His rent hasn't been paid because G disappeared before handling it. Desperate and frustrated, Danny starts drifting toward dangerous people. At the same time, Sugar continues rebuilding his own support system by offering Val a job as his assistant. And then there's Charlotte. The mysterious woman from the hotel bar appears again. During a quiet conversation, she tells Sugar that kindness is not weakness. Sugar is clearly drawn to her, but when she leaves, he quietly whispers, "It's not allowed." The question is why? What secret is stopping him from getting close to her? And what exactly did G discover on that 5th floor? Determined to uncover the truth, Sugar visits Jesus Jaquez's grieving grandmother. While searching for answers, he notices a young man watching the house from outside. After speaking with the grandmother and helping her wash dishes in a touching moment of kindness, Sugar approaches the young man. He shows him G's photograph. The young man doesn't reveal much, but it's clear he knows something. Before leaving, he warns Sugar to walk away. That warning only makes Sugar more suspicious. Meanwhile, Danny's situation grows worse. Needing money, he joins a group involved in criminal activity. Sugar secretly witnesses Danny participating in a robbery, confirming that G's disappearance is pushing Danny toward the same dangerous world that may have swallowed his brother. At the same time, Sugar continues investigating former Senator Tyson Pavich, who now runs a powerful tech company. Pavich is quietly recruiting scientists and researchers, raising questions about what he's really building behind the scenes. Then everything changes. Sugar receives a phone call. Someone claims to know who took the photograph of G. A meeting is arranged. Finally, it seems like Sugar is about to get the answers he's been searching for, but no one expected what happens next. The meeting is a trap. Despite sensing danger, Sugar drives toward the meeting location. As he travels through Los Angeles at night, another car appears to follow him. For a moment, it feels like someone is watching his every move. Then the car speeds away. Sugar relaxes. Big mistake. As he stops at a traffic light, motorcycles suddenly surround his vehicle. They're the same gang members connected to G's case. Before Sugar can react, gunfire erupts. Bullets tear through the car. One shot slams directly into Sugar's chest. The attack is brutal, fast, and seemingly impossible to survive. As Sugar bleeds inside his car, Nat King Cole's Stardust begins playing once again. The camera pulls away, leaving him alone in the intersection while the credits roll. But here's the hidden twist. An ordinary human would almost certainly die from those wounds. John Sugar isn't an ordinary human. He's an alien. The very secret that has made him feel isolated throughout the season may be the thing that saves his life. The ending leaves several major questions unanswered. What exactly did G witness on the hospital's 5th floor? Why are gangs hunting him? Who took the photograph? Is Senator Pavich connected to the larger conspiracy? What happened to Sugar's missing sister, Jen? And most importantly, can Sugar survive long enough to uncover the truth? Episode 2 transforms what began as a missing person investigation into a deadly conspiracy involving gangs, hidden enemies, and secrets powerful enough to get people killed. And as Season 2 moves forward, one thing becomes clear. John Sugar is closer to the truth than ever before, and that's exactly why someone wants him dead. If you enjoyed this recap and explanation, don't forget to subscribe, because things are only getting more dangerous from here.